for 20 minutes of core. Today, all you are going to need is a mat and one pair of dumbbells. I've got my 3 kilograms to hand, so a light pair of dumbbells and a mat. And if you don't have any dumbbells, that's fine. You can do it body weight only. Also have some water to hand. We're going to get going. We've got 4 rounds of 5 exercises today. It's going to go nice and quickly. I'm going to set my timer and we're going to get straight into it. Okay, I'm just going to start the timer and we're going to start on the mat, lying down. In fact, I'm going to swim around this way and we're going to come into a dead bug. So, all knees at a 90-degree angle, hands up, and we're going to come out one side, coming back to the centre and out to the other side. Keeping your lower back on the mat. If your lower back lifts off the mat, just drop it down with a little heel tap. So don't take the leg out to full extension. Okay, so just alternating each side, testing that coordination, working that core. Great stuff. Keep breathing. Keep that lower back firmly on the mat. We're going to go for one more. And resting there. Okay, good. Goes nice and quickly. Dumbbells down to the side. Then we're going to come onto our back into a glute bridge. Okay, so our heels coming into our bottom. We're going to have one leg down in front of us. And we're going to squeeze up through the glutes. Lifting up the core. Driving up on one side with those glutes. Bringing that leg in line with your knee, squeezing up through the glutes. This is a tough one. Work with what you've got. Have a little rest if you need to, and then rejoin. Getting those glutes activated, driving up the core. We've got a few more repetitions left on this leg. Brilliant stuff, resting there. Then you're going to bring your other leg out, have a little stretch, and then we're going to bring your opposite heel into your bottom. And then we're lifting my left leg, could be a different one to you, your left or your right, coming up now into your glute bridge, single leg, squeezing up, driving up with those glutes. Great stuff. Lifting that core, lifting the pelvis, squeezing up. Keep breathing. Squeezing that leg up in line with your knee. Couple more repetitions left. And resting there. Brilliant. Okay, our second exercise is done. We're now going to come into a plank drag. So onto your front, having a dumbbell to the side of the mat. In fact, I'm going to come the other end. We're going to put our hands apart, feet apart, and we're going to pull that dumbbell through underneath our body, keeping our hips as still as we can. So minimal movement of the hips. Body weight should be in your arms. Keeping those hips nice and still, engaging that core. Making the core take all the work. Keep those hips nice and still. Keep breathing. Keep passing it through. Great stuff. Keep it going. A few more repetitions. And resting there. Excellent. Go so quickly. Okay. Coming onto your back, we're going to come into a little sit up and reach. So working with what you've got. If it looks like this, that is fine. Just reaching up like this. So exhale and reach. And if you want to do a full sit up and reach, you're coming up, reaching up overhead. So work with your core strength, what you're able to do. Exhaling as you lift. Okay, so keep them coming. If you're doing little reaches, work on lifting those shoulders off the mat. Exhaling as you reach. Great stuff. Keep them coming. I know the burn is on. You've got a couple of repetitions left. Let's go for one more. And resting there. Excellent stuff, well done. Right, round one is done. We're going to take our dumbbells again, getting ready for our TED bug. So onto your back, knees at a 90-degree angle, hands up, taking opposites out, let's go. Keeping that lower back firmly on the mat. If you need to heel drop, just drop your heel down to the mat like this to keep that lower back down. So work with your core strength. If you can come to full extension, brilliant. Building slowly, doing the right exercise for you. Keep it coming. Keep breathing. Feeling it in that core. This is such a great exercise. Strengthen that core. And resting there. Good. Dumbbells down. We're going to come back onto the back, one leg straight out in front for our single leg glute bridge, getting those glutes off the ground, engaging the pelvic floor. Let's go. So coming up, lifting this leg in line with your other knee. Doesn't need to go any higher. We should get that pelvis nice and high. Engaging the pelvic floor, squeezing up through the glutes. Great stuff. Slowly coming down. Brilliant. Keep it going. If you need to have a little rest, have a little rest. And then rejoin. Depending on that glute strength. It's a good one to work on this. One more. Okay, resting there. Bring your other leg out. Oh, have a nice stretch. Opposite heel into bottom. Resetting. Back to the floor in 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift up. Driving those glutes up. Great stuff. So really thinking about lifting the pelvis equally. And keep exhaling as you lift. Doing a great job. Keep it coming. Couple more repetitions. And resting there. Good. Okay, coming onto your front for our plank drag. So one dumbbell here, one out weighting side, hands mat width apart, coming up into our plank, feet hip width apart, or as wide as you like actually with the feet. Keeping those hips nice and still, let's go into that plank drag. Keeping your body weight in your arms, keeping those hips nice and still as you can. You want your bottom to be in line with your spine. We don't want to sit up here. Bring it down in line with your spine. Keeping the hips still. Taking that weight through from side to side with your opposite hand. Good stuff. Keep it coming. A few more repetitions. Last couple. And resting there. Knees to the mat. Dumbbell to the side. Coming onto our backs for our little sit up to reach. Okay, so bring your back to the mat, work with what you've got. If it's a little reach, just a little pulse up, exhale and pulse, do it like that, okay? And if you can come up, reaching up, and keeping that core control on the way back down. So lifting up your body, using your core, drawing you up. Hands in the direction you want to go. Keep your feet on the mat. Exhale as you lift. Great stuff. Last couple of repetitions. And resting there. Brilliant. Round 2 completed. We're halfway through. We're going to go through that twice more. So let's grab those dumbbells. For my favourite, the dead bug, onto your back. Knees at a 90-degree angle. Hands up. Let's go. Opposites out. Keeping that lower back on the mat. Really concentrating for this one. Extending that leg out or heel dropping. Great stuff. You're doing a fab job. Keep them coming, keep breathing. Keeping that coordination. And the lower back on the mat. Last couple. And resting there. Good work. Okay, dumbbells to the side. Getting ready for our single leg, glute bridge. The toughies, the ones you have to really work hard for, but they're worth it, I promise you. Okay, one leg out, let's go. Lifting up that pelvis. Driving up with the glutes. If you find it easy and you want to make it harder, you can come up and hold, and then come back down. So hold it for a couple of seconds. Squeezing up. Exhale as you lift. Brilliant job. Keep it coming. Last couple of repetitions. And resting there, stretching out that other leg. Bringing your opposite heel into your body. And we're going to lift up through the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So lift up. Driving that left glute up. Brilliant stuff. Keep it coming. If you want to make it harder, add your little pause in. Then come back down. Just make sure you get those glutes up nice and high. Driving it up. Last couple of repetitions. And resting there. Brilliant work. Okay, legs out, little stretch, and then we're going to come into our plank drag. So taking one dumbbell onto the mat, hands mat width apart, coming up into our plank. Get that core nice and strong. Hips still, bum in line with spine. Pulling it through. Keep those hips still. Doing a great job. Excellent work. Keep them coming, I'm nearly through. Last one. And resting there. Coming onto your back for our little sit up and reach. Okay, are we ready? Nearly through our third round. Okay, so it's either your little lift up, shoulders off the mat. And if you want to turn that into a full sit, coming up and keeping the core control on the way back down. So see if you can come down slowly. Good work. Exhale as you lift. Brilliant. Keep them coming. Few more repetitions. And resting there. Good. Okay, grab a quick drink. We're going to come into a fourth round. So this is the round that you're going to really feel it. Work with what you've got. If you feel like your core's tired, just sit and take a few seconds and have a rest. If you can join in for this last set. Knees 90-degree angle, back on the floor. Let's go. Last of the dead bugs. Keeping that back on the mat. If your core feels tired, turn your leg extension into a heel drop. So working with what you've got. Great stuff. Keep it coming. And resting there. Oh, that went quickly. Good job, I had the clock to have a look at. Right, coming onto your back for the last of the glute bridges. So having one leg extended out, lower back on the mat, and then think about driving up through the glutes, bringing that leg up in line with your other knee. So driving it up, slowly down. As you come up, remember to be lifting the pelvis up and off the floor. Good. You're not just lifting your leg, you're lifting your whole pelvis and your bottom. Squeezing it up. Might feel this in your hamstrings now, fourth round. Couple more on this side. Last one. Good. Changing legs. Bring that other heel in. Just having a moment there whilst you wait for our little 15-second rest period to catch up with us. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Bringing that bottom up. Squeezing it up. Driving up with those glutes. Pushing through your opposite heel. Good work. If you're still going, you're doing amazingly. Squeezing it up. Well done. Keep them coming. Last couple. And resting there. Good. Okay. Plank drag. Last bit of plank action. It's getting that dumbbell to the side of the mat. Coming up into your plank position. Feet apart at the back. Bottom down. Let's go. Drawing it through the body. Keeping the hips nice and still. We've got one more exercise after this. Then we're going to stretch out that core. Great stuff. Keep it coming. Keep those hips still. Good work. Keeping that bum down. A few more repetitions. Keep it coming. And resting there. Good. Knees to the mat. Coming onto your back for our last exercise. Our little sit up. Okay? So working with what you've got. Come on. Put everything into this. Your last one. It's going to burn. You're going to feel that core on fire. Let's go. Coming up. Control down. Good stuff. Reaching up. Brilliant work. Nice little core session. Last few repetitions. Come on, guys. Do these with me. Feel that burn. Get that core working. Last one. Brilliant. Well done. Fantastic work. That was a good session. Right, we are just going to stretch out our core, either standing or from the knees, reaching up, coming over to one side, feeling that nice stretch through the side of the obliques, side of the core. Well done. So you can use that. You can add it to the end of a session. You can do it as a session. And the more you do it, the better you'll become, stronger you'll become. Coming out to the other side. Just reaching over. Brilliant. And then coming back up. And just having a little extension backwards, just leaning it back a tiny bit. And then coming to central, giving those shoulders a roll. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me and look forward to seeing you at our next session.